Girls, what was the most obvious hint you dropped, and the guy just didn't get it? We were playing life and he was the police officer. The rule is, if you spin a 10, he gets your speeding fines. I literally pulled open my button down and exposed my BR asterisks and said, "What can I do to get out of paying this?" He said, "Ma'am, I am an officer of the law. Are you trying to PR asterisks to tut yourself to me?" A couple days of flirting and sexual innuendo later, I literally had to spell out that I was trying to FCK him. We've been together 6 years now. I'm the guy in this situation, but I couldn't help not sharing this story. In college, this girl I was really into asked if I wanted to hang out at my dorm and drink and watch Netflix. She came over and we were watching and drinking on the couch in the living room, per my suggestion. Things are going good, and about an hour into it she says, "Oh, let me see your room," so we go to my room. She takes her shoes and socks off and immediately sprawls herself out on my bed and says, "Oh my god, your bed is so comfortable." I responded with, "We live in the same building, it's the same bed as yours." She left about 10 minutes later. When my boyfriend and I had just started dating, we were laying down watching a movie, but this was a small bed and he was being respectful and giving me space. I kept wiggling backwards so I could get closer to him and he kept inching backwards too, since he thought I was just trying to get comfortable and he was in the way. He ended up sitting in a chair next to the bed. 3 years later we are still together, and I still think it's pretty funny. He told me that when he was in the chair he purposefully left his hand next to me in case I wanted to hold it, but I guess I missed that sign too. He didn't get out of the bed because he was uncomfortable, he truly thought he was taking up too much space and didn't realize I was trying to cuddle. I'm a guy, but I once had an experience where I took the hint but still got rejected. A girl had asked me if I lost my virginity yet. We were in high school. When I said I hadn't, she said that I could practice on her whenever I want. Mind you, we walking home after school because we lived close. I try to act on this hint when we get to her house and she said she was only joking and doesn't want it to be weird with us as friends. Is it possible to get second-hand depressed? Because I think I just did. Before we started dating, I told my current boyfriend I love you and he said, "Ah, I love you too, you're such a good friend." The whole time we thought we were both friends owning each other. Wasted half a year going in circles SMH. Guy here. Was invited back to study by one of the girls in my class at her apartment. We're about half HR in and she says she might take a shower. I'm like, okay, kinda random, but okay. Anyway, she starts telling me the door to the shower is broken so don't come in. Says it 3 or 4 more times. Again, I'm like, okay, weird, she's said that multiple times, but okay. HR later, the shower is still running. I can hear her singing and humming away so I know she's okay and hasn't drowned. Thinking, gee, that's a long shower though. Water goes off and she comes out dressed and says, "You didn't come in?" I'm confused as I'm like, WTF, she told me not to. She sits back down, clearly distracted and not wanting to study. We wrap up after 5 minutes. Drive home. Mate asks me how study was about a week later and the situation, which I hadn't given a single brain cell of thought to since, I explained to him. As I'm saying it out loud, the penny drops as to what a big fuckhead I am. "You're not an idiot. She said not to come in. You could choose not to go in and she's annoyed, or go in and maybe sexy time happens, or she thinks you're a creep and then tells everyone how you tried to spy on her when she was naked and alone in the bathroom. Don't play that game. I'm sure what happened is how you said it did, and I doubt she would have accused you of sexual assault and got you put on a registry. I was being a bit dramatic, like Reddit is with most of these things. But the message is it's always safer to just hook up with someone who's more direct and honest about what they want. It's fine to drop hints or be coy, but when someone uses the words don't or no, I take that as gospel. So answering in lieu of my late wife here, I, husband, am dumb. Like, really dumb. She and I met and became friends very quickly, but I didn't know she apparently had a huge crush on me. I thought she was out of my league, and apparently she thought I was out of her league too, but she couldn't stop the feels. She rubbed her feet on me while we were talking, asked me in detail about my package, gave me her phone number with the line, "Hit me up if you want pizza and **X. We went out for lunch. She offered to fillet me for a Dr. Pepper, and she was very insistent that we got meat lovers pizza when I asked her what she wanted for watching a movie later. After we watched the movie, she was in my bed. I figured she was just wanting to keep warm and cuddle, but she strutted into my bathroom stark and asterisk kid and I had some DDs staring at me. She kissed me and told me, "I want you to F asterisk CK me, you idiot." A regular romance story there. In my defense, she had a really warped sense of humor and I thought she was kidding with all that stuff. It felt so natural with us being friends that the thought didn't even cross my mind until she propositioned me that there was potential for more. I'd had some really foo asterisk kid up exes and I thought romance was something where I had to jump through hoops for the other person and wait on them hand on foot, but she was different. That's why she was the one who I got on one knee for. Advice to the ladies out there: if my wife telling me, "I want you to F asterisk CK me," got through my legendarily thick skull, I think as a last resort that'll get through to anybody.